Daily Horoscope for Leo, April 6, 2025. Dear Magnificent Leo, as the sun rises on this spring Sunday of April 6, 2025, the cosmic energies are aligning in fascinating ways specifically for your fiery nature. Today presents a complex, but ultimately rewarding energy pattern that will influence various aspects of your life. The sun, your ruling celestial body, is currently moving through Aries, creating a harmonious trine aspect with your Leo energy. This creates an amplified sense of confidence and self-expression that permeates your entire being today. You may feel particularly radiant, with your natural leadership qualities enhanced and your creative instincts firing on all cylinders. Meanwhile, the moon is traveling through the intense waters of Scorpio, activating your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. This creates an interesting juxtaposition. While the sun in Aries is pushing you to shine and expand, the Scorpio moon is drawing you inward to process deeper emotional currents. You might experience a compelling need to balance public achievements with private reflection today. Mercury, positioned in the final degrees of Pisces, is affecting your eighth house of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. This placement enhances your intuitive capabilities and deepens your conversations. You may find yourself having profound discussions about resources, whether financial or emotional in nature. Trust your gut feelings in negotiations or important discussions today, as your intuitive insight is particularly strong. Venus glows in sensual Taurus, illuminating your 10th house of career, reputation, and public standing. This beautiful placement suggests that charm and diplomacy will be your greatest professional assets today. Your natural warmth combined with Venusian grace makes this an excellent day for networking, presentations, or any situation where making a positive impression matters. People in positions of authority are likely to view you favorably. Mars, the planet of action and drive, is dynamically positioned in Gemini, activating your 11th house of friendships, groups, and future aspirations. This placement infuses your social connections with energy and purpose. You might find yourself taking a leadership role within a group or community project. Your ability to motivate others is heightened, making this an excellent day to rally support for causes close to your heart. Jupiter, also in Gemini alongside Mars, amplifies these social connections further. This expansive planet brings growth opportunities through your network and community engagements. A chance meeting or casual conversation could open unexpected doors to future possibilities. Keep your mind open to synchronicities and seeming coincidences, as Jupiter often delivers its gifts through such channels. Saturn continues its journey through the mystical waters of Pisces, creating a somewhat challenging square aspect to your Leo energy. This is activating your 7th house of partnerships and open relationships, bringing a serious tone to your interactions with significant others, whether romantic or business-related. You may be confronting important realities about your commitments and the structures that support or restrict your relationships. Uranus in Gemini forms a sextile to your Leo sun, offering innovative insights and unexpected opportunities, particularly in your social sphere and regarding your long-term aspirations. This aspect supports breaking free from outdated patterns and embracing more authentic self-expression within your communities. Neptune in Aries creates a harmonious trine with your Leo sun, enhancing your creative vision and spiritual insight. This placement in your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and expansion suggests that your intuitive understanding of larger patterns is particularly strong today. You may receive inspiration that helps you understand your life journey from a more meaningful perspective. Pluto in Aquarius forms an opposition to your Leo sun, continuing a longer-term transformative process in your relationships and partnerships. Today, this energy may manifest as power dynamics becoming more apparent in your close relationships, offering opportunities for deeper authenticity and mutual empowerment if navigated consciously. In terms of your love life, today's energies create an interesting dynamic. For partnered Leos, The Scorpio moon brings emotional depth to your connections, while Saturn in your partnership sector calls for maturity and clear boundaries. This isn't a day for superficial romance, but rather for meaningful connection based on authentic sharing and mutual respect. A conversation about household responsibilities or family matters could lead to important relationship breakthroughs. Single Leos might find themselves attracted to someone with depth and substance rather than just surface charm. The Venus in Taurus influence suggests you could meet someone through professional channels or in situations related to your public role or reputation. However, with Saturn's influence, you're likely to approach new connections with more caution and discernment than usual, which actually works in your favor. Regarding your career and finances, today's Venus in your 10th house makes this an exceptionally favorable day for professional advancement and recognition. Your natural Leo charisma is enhanced, and authority figures are likely to notice your contributions. This is an excellent day to showcase your talents or request recognition for your work. The Mercury placement suggests financial discussions could be productive, especially regarding shared resources, investments, or matters involving others' money. Health-wise, the Scorpio moon might make you more sensitive to emotional atmospheres, particularly within your home environment. Pay attention to how your living space affects your well-being today. The Mars-Jupiter conjunction in your 11th house suggests that physical activities with friends or in group settings could be especially energizing. Consider joining a community sports event or group fitness class to maximize this energy. For personal growth, Neptune's trine to your Sun offers profound spiritual insights if you take time for reflection. Journaling, meditation, or philosophical discussions could yield unexpected clarity about your life path. The Pluto opposition reminds you that sometimes the greatest growth comes through navigating challenging relationship dynamics with awareness and courage. Your creative expression is powerfully supported today by the Sun-Neptune trine. Artistic Leos will find their imagination flowing freely, while all Leos can benefit from allowing their unique creative perspective to inform their approach to any challenges that arise. The day's challenges primarily center around balancing your need for recognition and expression. Sun in fellow fire sign, Aries, with the deeper emotional currents affecting your home and family life, Moon in Scorpio. Finding ways to shine, while also honoring your need for privacy and emotional processing, will be key. For guidance today, I suggest embracing both your natural leadership qualities and your capacity for emotional depth. Start your morning with some quiet reflection time to connect with your feelings before moving into more outward-focused activities. Use the afternoon's energy for social connections and creative projects that showcase your talents. As evening approaches, the Scorpio moon suggests creating a comfortable space for intimate conversations with loved ones. Share not just your achievements, but also your vulnerabilities. This balance will create more authentic connections that support your growth. Your power color today is deep purple, bridging the fiery energy of your Leo nature with the transformative Scorpio lunar energy. Carrying or wearing a piece of citrine crystal could help amplify your confidence while maintaining emotional balance. Remember, magnificent Leo, that your greatest strength has always been your open heart. Today's planetary alignments support you in sharing that heart with discernment and wisdom, creating connections that truly honor your royal spirit while supporting your continuing evolution. As the day concludes, take a moment to acknowledge how you've navigated its complex energies, celebrating both your outward achievements and your inner growth. Tomorrow brings new opportunities, but today's lessons in balancing brilliance with depth will serve you well in all your future endeavors. On April 6, 2025, Leo will experience a fascinating array of planetary influences that create a distinct energy pattern for the day. The Sun, your ruling celestial body, will be positioned firmly in Aries, creating a powerful trine aspect to your sign. This fire sign connection amplifies your natural charisma and leadership qualities, giving you an extra boost of confidence and creative energy. The Sun in Aries forms a perfect 120-degree angle to your Leo placements, creating a harmonious flow of fiery, expressive energy that you can channel into your pursuits. Mercury will also be in Aries on this day, positioned at approximately 15 degrees, adding intellectual sharpness to your communications. This planetary position enhances your ability to express your thoughts with conviction and enthusiasm. For Leos, this Mercury placement stimulates the sector of your chart related to higher knowledge, philosophy, and expansion, potentially bringing inspirational ideas or opportunities for learning. Venus will be traversing through the early degrees of Taurus, creating a square aspect to your Leo placements. This 90-degree angle generates creative tension in matters of value, relationships, and aesthetics. While challenging, this Venus position asks you to reconcile your dramatic Leo expression with the more grounded, sensual approach of Taurus. Financial decisions may require extra consideration under this influence. Mars, the planet of action and desire, will be positioned in Cáncer, forming another square aspect to your sign. This creates an interesting dynamic where your outward-directed Leo energy meets the more protective, emotional energy of Mars in Cáncer. You may feel a push-pull between asserting yourself boldly and addressing more private emotional matters. This position affects your sector of hidden matters and spiritual concerns. The Moon, moving through the late degrees of Sagittarius on this particular day, creates a beautiful grand trine with your Leo placements and the Aries Sun. This triple fire sign configuration ignites your enthusiasm and optimism, making this a particularly favorable day for taking inspired action. The Sagittarian lunar energy expands your horizons and connects you with larger visions and possibilities. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, will be positioned in Gemini, forming a supportive sextile aspect to your Leo placements. This 60-degree angle creates opportunities for intellectual growth, networking, and productive connections. Jupiter in Gemini activates your sector of hopes, wishes, and social circles, potentially bringing fortunate social connections or group activities that align with your long-term goals. Saturn, the taskmaster planet, will be in the early degrees of Pisces, also forming a sextile to your Leo energies. This provides a subtle but important supportive structure to your creative expressions. Saturn in Pisces brings discipline to your sector of shared resources, intimate bonds, and psychological transformation. This may manifest as increased responsibility in financial partnerships or a more serious approach to emotional intimacy. Uranus continues its long journey through Taurus, creating a fixed sign square with your Leo energy. This aspect has been influencing you for some time, bringing unexpected changes and revelations, particularly around resources, values, and security matters. On April 6th specifically, Uranus at approximately 27 degrees of Taurus may trigger sudden insights related to your career or public standing. Neptune will be traveling through the final degrees of Pisces, forming a quincunx 150-degree angle to your Leo placements. This somewhat awkward aspect requires adjustments between your self-expression and your deeper spiritual or psychological processes. Neptune's dreamy, boundary-dissolving energy may create some confusion around shared resources or intimate connections, requiring you to balance your natural Leo clarity with more nuanced perception. Pluto, now established in Aquarius, forms a direct opposition to your Leo energy. This powerful aspect highlights dynamics of control, power, and transformation in your closest relationships and partnerships. With Pluto at approximately 5 degrees of Aquarius on this date, you may experience profound encounters or revelations that challenge your sense of self, but ultimately lead to greater authenticity. The North Node will be in Pisces, while the South Node occupies Virgo, creating a nodal axis that intersects with your houses of resources, both personal and shared. This karmic influence suggests that your spiritual growth path involves moving beyond excessive analysis and control, South Node in Virgo, toward greater trust and spiritual connection, North Node in Pisces. Chiron, The wounded healer, positioned in Aries, forms a trine with your Leo placements, offering opportunities for healing around identity, self-expression, and leadership. This supportive aspect may help you integrate past wounds related to recognition and creative fulfillment. For Leo specifically, these planetary alignments on April 6, 2025, create a day where your personal radiance is strongly supported by fire sign energy, while simultaneously being challenged to integrate more emotional depth and relational awareness. The trine from the Sun and Mercury in Aries empowers your voice and vision, while the squares from Venus in Taurus and Mars in Cáncer ask you to balance self-expression with sensitivity to others' needs and values. On April 6, 2025, Leo's communication abilities receive a significant boost as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet, the Sun. This creates an exceptional day for all forms of self-expression and meaningful exchanges. Your natural confidence is amplified, making it an ideal time to share ideas, make presentations, or engage in important conversations that have been on your mind. Your words carry unusual weight and impact today. Use them wisely. With Mercury positioned in Aries during this period, your communication style becomes more direct, passionate, and persuasive than usual. There's a fiery quality to your words that can inspire others and command attention in any room. This is definitely not a day to stay silent or in the background. Your voice needs to be heard, and others are particularly receptive to your message. Mars and Jupiter create an interesting aspect that affects your communication sector, bringing boldness and expansiveness to your expression. You may find yourself speaking with more authority and conviction than usual. While this energy is powerful, be mindful not to overwhelm others with your enthusiasm. Find the balance between assertiveness and sensitivity when sharing your thoughts. Venus, positioned in your house of communication, adds a layer of charm and diplomacy to your words. This softens the more forceful energy from Mars and creates a balanced approach where you can be both direct and tactful. People are more likely to be receptive to your ideas today, even if they involve criticism or challenging topics. The moon in Gemini creates a mentally active atmosphere where ideas flow freely. For Leos, this activates your sector of networks and group communications, suggesting that collaborative discussions and team brainstorming sessions would be particularly productive. Your ideas will be well received in group settings, so don't hesitate to contribute. Neptune's influence brings a touch of creativity and intuition to your communications. You may find yourself expressing ideas in more artistic and imaginative ways than usual. Trust your creative instincts when crafting messages, as they will help you connect with others on a deeper emotional level. This is an excellent day for artistic expression of all kinds. Saturn's position cautions against becoming too theatrical or dominating in conversations. While your natural Leo charisma is enhanced today, balancing self-expression with active listening will yield the best results. Remember that communication is a two-way street, and showing interest in others' perspectives will make your own messages more impactful. Uranus forms an aspect that may bring unexpected opportunities to speak, present, or share your thoughts. Be ready for surprising conversations or impromptu chances to express yourself. Your unique perspective will be particularly valued today, especially if you present innovative or unconventional ideas that challenge the status quo. Pluto's transformative energy suggests that today's communications could have lasting impact. Words spoken now may initiate significant changes or transformations, particularly in professional contexts. Choose your words mindfully, knowing they carry extra weight and influence that might reshape relationships or situations. For Leos who work in creative fields, this is an exceptionally favorable day for pitching ideas, sharing artistic work, or performing. The planetary alignment strongly supports creative expression and increases the likelihood that your audience will be receptive and appreciative of your talents. Written communication is also highly favored today. If you've been considering writing an important email, letter, blog post, or creative piece, The energy supports clear and impactful expression. Your words will carry your distinct personality while still effectively conveying your intended message. In romantic conversations, your words carry extra charm and warmth. If you're in a relationship, expressing your feelings and desires will strengthen your connection. For single Leos, your magnetic communication style makes this an excellent day for meaningful conversations with potential partners. Professional communications benefit from your natural leadership qualities being enhanced. Meetings, presentations, and negotiations should go smoothly, with others naturally looking to you for guidance and direction. Trust your ability to articulate your vision clearly and persuasively. Others will follow your lead. Digital communications receive a boost from Mercury's position. Social media posts, online content, and virtual meetings are all favorably aspected. Your digital presence has stronger impact today, so use these platforms strategically to share messages that matter to you and could benefit from wider exposure. For Leos involved in teaching, training, or mentoring, your explanations will be particularly clear and inspiring today. You can break down complex concepts into understandable components while maintaining your audience's engagement and enthusiasm. If conflicts or misunderstandings have occurred recently, today offers a special opportunity to address and resolve these issues. Your communication will have both strength and sensitivity, allowing you to clear the air without creating further tension. The afternoon brings a subtle shift as the moon forms a square to Neptune. This may introduce an element of confusion or miscommunication. To counter this, be increasingly precise and concrete in your expressions, especially when discussing important details or making agreements. Your body language and presence are particularly commanding today. Be conscious of the signals you're sending through posture, gestures, and facial expressions, as these will significantly impact how your verbal messages are received. With so much communicative energy flowing, ensure you're not just focused on output, but also on intake. The most meaningful exchanges will occur when you fully engage with others' responses and perspectives. For creative problem-solving discussions, your contributions will be especially valuable. You can articulate solutions that others struggle to express and present them with conviction. Technology used for communication may experience some unexpected hiccups today due to a challenging aspect involving Uranus. Have backup plans for important calls or meetings. Your voice carries particular power today, both literally and figuratively. Public speaking, vocal performances, or any activity involving your actual voice will benefit from enhanced resonance and presence. For those Leos who tend toward shyness in certain contexts, today's energy provides support for breaking through those limitations. The planetary alignment offers a protective boost to your self-expression, making this an ideal time to speak up in situations where you might normally hold back. The evening hours bring a calming influence that creates an excellent time for more structured communications, writing plans, outlining projects, or having conversations about commitments. Your words now carry weight and permanence that can establish lasting frameworks. April 6, 2025 presents Leo with exceptional opportunities for all forms of communication and self-expression. The day's energy supports your natural creativity and leadership while adding elements of charm, precision, and persuasiveness. April 6, 2025 presents Leo with a particularly dynamic financial landscape. With the Sun forming a trine aspect to Jupiter on this day, your natural confidence receives a powerful cosmic boost that can translate directly into financial gains. This alignment creates an expansive energy that favors bold financial moves and investment opportunities that align with your authentic passions. The positioning of Venus in your financial sector suggests that investments related to luxury items, creative endeavors, or entertainment industries could prove especially fruitful today. Pay attention to unexpected financial advice that may come from social connections, as Mercury's position indicates valuable information could arrive through casual conversations. Your ruling planet, the sun, is activating your wealth zone, making this an excellent day to review your financial portfolio and consider areas where you might benefit from taking calculated risks. However, be mindful that Saturn's influence suggests the need for thorough research before making significant financial commitments. Don't let your Leo pride prevent you from seeking expert advice, especially regarding long-term investments or property matters. The moon's position today enhances your intuition around passive income streams. Trust your gut feeling about subscription-based business models or recurring revenue opportunities. Financial collaborations receive favorable energy today, particularly those that allow you to showcase your leadership abilities while still operating within a team structure. A surprising opportunity may emerge around midday that requires quick decision-making skills. Have your financial documents organized and accessible. Today's numerological vibration supports wealth-building activities that incorporate your creative talents and natural charisma. Look beyond obvious financial pathways and consider how your unique Leo gifts might translate into unconventional revenue sources. The day's energy particularly supports financial negotiations, with your persuasive abilities at their peak. If you've been considering asking for a raise or renegotiating contract terms, the cosmic forces are aligned in your favor, especially between 2 to 4 p.m. There's also an indication that a financial matter from the past, perhaps an overlooked investment or delayed payment, may resurface today with positive implications. Notice any synchronicities involving the number 8 today, as it appears to be connected to your financial flow. Your financial power grows when you align monetary decisions with heart-centered values rather than ego-driven desires. This distinction becomes particularly important today, as Pluto's transformative energy challenges you to examine whether your financial goals reflect your authentic purpose or simply your desire for recognition. Consider establishing a special fund today dedicated to creative pursuits or speculative investments that might not pay off immediately, but hold potential for substantial long-term growth. The evening brings clarifying energy around a financial partnership or shared resource situation that has been somewhat confusing in recent weeks. Overall, April 6th offers Leo exceptional financial potential, particularly when you leverage your natural leadership qualities and creative vision while remaining grounded in practical financial principles. April 6, 2025, shines as a particularly auspicious day for Leos, with several celestial forces aligning to illuminate your most fortunate areas. With the sun making a harmonious trine to Jupiter, your natural confidence and leadership qualities are magnified. This cosmic combination opens multiple doorways of opportunity, especially in domains where your passionate Leo nature thrives. The most favorable energies today are flowing through creative ventures and leadership roles that allow your innate radiance to shine. With Mercury and Venus dancing together in your ninth house of expansion, there's an eloquence to your communication that makes you particularly persuasive. Your words carry weight today, allowing you to inspire others and rally support for your visions. Jupiter's position suggests unexpected recognition from authority figures or mentors who appreciate your unique perspective and creative solutions. The day's energy especially supports bold, heart-centered initiatives where you can showcase your natural talents. Financial opportunities appear through creative projects or ventures where you've invested your authentic self. The universe is rewarding courage today, particularly when you follow intuitive guidance rather than conventional wisdom. Relationships also benefit from today's fortunate alignments, with romantic connections experiencing a renewed sense of playfulness and adventure. Educational pursuits and knowledge expansion are highly favored, with new information arriving that helps complete a bigger picture you've been assembling. Travel plans made today are likely to yield exceptional experiences, especially journeys connected to creative or spiritual development. Your fifth house receives beneficial aspects, highlighting opportunities in artistic expression, romance, and speculative ventures. The moon's position enhances your natural charisma, drawing admirers and supporters into your orbit effortlessly. Leadership opportunities may unexpectedly present themselves in social settings. Be ready to step into the spotlight when called. Collaborative creative projects are particularly blessed today, with the right people seemingly appearing at precisely the right moment. Your natural generosity is cosmically amplified, creating a positive feedback loop where what you give returns multiplied. Teaching, mentoring, and sharing your expertise brings unexpected rewards, possibly opening doors to new income streams or professional advancement. Physical vitality is heightened, making this an excellent day for performance, competition, or any activity requiring stamina and presence. Technological ventures and digital creative projects receive favorable energy, with innovations coming more easily than usual. For Leos working in entertainment, media, or the arts, today marks a potential turning point where your authentic voice finds its perfect audience. The day's fortunate energies are most powerfully accessed when you operate from your heart center, your natural Leo command post. A spirit of playfulness and spontaneity serves you well today, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and discover hidden opportunities others might miss. Areas involving children or younger generations bring satisfaction and a sense of legacy building. Your natural warmth and enthusiasm prove especially magnetic, attracting allies, resources, and opportunities aligned with your deepest values. The universe seems particularly responsive to your intentions today, so clarify what you truly desire and set those intentions with your characteristic Leo confidence. Synchronicities and meaningful coincidences appear frequently, signaling you're in flow with cosmic currents. Public speaking, performance, and any form of self-expression carry extra impact and are likely to be remembered by those experiencing your natural charisma. Investment opportunities with creative or humanitarian dimensions prove especially fruitful if initiated today. The day's fortunate energies are best utilized through bold, heart-centered action rather than excessive planning or analysis. Trust your instincts, they're especially attuned to beneficial opportunities now. April 6th brings a fascinating social landscape for you, Leo. With the sun in fellow fire sign Aries forming a harmonious trine to your sign, your natural charisma is amplified today. People are drawn to your warmth and leadership qualities, making this an excellent day for social gatherings where you can truly shine. The Aries energy encourages bold social moves, perhaps reaching out to someone you've admired from afar or taking